These fans aren't flat. That slight angle is a single design decision that makes a massive difference in performance, but how? Fish tank PCs have dominated the market for quite some time. Prices for graphics cards, well, they keep rising. The problem is that most people are stuck within this problem triangle. You only get to choose two, and your build is either going to be too hot, too big, or too ugly. Now, we love cases like the O11D from Lee & Lee, the Montech King 95, but the Montech King 45 Pro, which surprisingly nobody's talking about, might just solve that problem. Now, the only reason we know that is because of this question from Discord. Is there really no case that's not huge, that looks good, and doesn't burn up? All right, now if you're new to the channel, we actually build PCs. Believe it or not. We've got a full warehouse of PC cases. So let's run through a few cases and look at that problem triangle again. The Vertex is compact and shows off the GPU, but you're not gonna cool a 5080 in this one. Plus, you've got no BTF. Now, this behemoth does have BTF, some of the best cooling on the market, but it's gonna hog up your desk if you don't have enough retail space. And we actually just did a build in this Haven BF360 Flow, and the benchmark results are gonna blow you away. So if we're looking for a small enough to fit on a desk and has a clean aesthetic with powerful cooling, you know, the Goldilocks of PC cases, well, that would be the Vector V100, which isn't the case we showed you at the beginning of the video. Let me explain. All right, the Vector V100 has great cooling and it shows off components nicely. It doesn't have a massive footprint like the ROG Hyperion or the Height Y70 Infinite Touch, and it even has a little spot to showcase a figurine. But what it doesn't have, that I love, is curved glass. And so I told the boys up front to find me one, and boy, they did. All right, let's start with those fans that we talked about earlier. This is called the Chimney. It's a great name. The fans aren't angled for aesthetic. They're aimed to directly push air towards the GPU intakes. Now, we've seen interesting GPU cooling solutions like the Corsair Frame 5400 with its funnel and that Haven build with the front scoop. But this one surprised us, and the proof is in the benchmarks. Now, when I asked the guys to find me a case, obviously the big sell for me was the panoramic glass, but I did add in that we needed this to be a BTF build and have a built-in sag bracket. Now, if we're gonna go for a clean look, it needs to be clean. I'm talking no cables, no shoving a pop Funko under it, or whatever they call those things. So for the BTF, we chose the Asus RTX 5070 Ti Tough BTF in white, and we paired it with an Asus white B850M Tough board. And to keep the theme, 32 gigs of Kingston Fury Beast DDR5 6000 in, you guessed it, white. Once again, I need you to understand that the temps we saw while benchmarking were wild. And it's not just that the fans are tilted. There's actually something missing from this general area. And this one decision is what 3 times the performance of these intake fans. The power supply. They moved the power supply to the front of the case in a small dual chamber that doesn't actually impede the amount of storage you can get in here. And the extension cable along the inside of the chassis makes not only the interior of the case, but also the back clean. Wrapping up this build, we've got a 7800X3D, a Kingston NV32 terabyte Gen 4 storage, and a 360mm AIO top mounted. And you've probably been wondering why the build was turned off the entire time I've been talking. Well, it's because I wanted a dramatic montage to head into the benchmarks. Omar, hit him with the cinematic stuff. All right, I brought Jared in to go over the results on this.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jared. All right, Jared, tell me about the stats on this. How did this thing do in Arc Raiders?
Well, in Arc Raiders, we had an average FPS of 154. We had a max CPU temp of 76 degrees Celsius, average temp of 53, max GPU temp of 58 degrees, and an average GPU temperature of 47.
Cool, a lot of numbers. Arc's pretty big right now. Have you tried Marathon out?
No, actually, I haven't touched it unless it's for benchmarking.
Awesome. I've never played it because I heard it sucks.
Right, so in Cyberpunk, we had an average FPS at 1440p of 149, a max CPU temp of 77 degrees Celsius, an average temp of 64, and then we had a max GPU temp of 61 with an average GPU temp of 54 degrees Celsius. But we also tested this thing at 4K. FPS average at 4K is 59, the max CPU temp 77 degrees, average temp 60 degrees Celsius and a max GPU temp of 62 with an average temp of 53.
Wow, okay. So what if they want to do something like creative? Did you run Blender, Cinebench, stuff like that?
Yeah, of course. In Blender, we had samples per minute, so this is the sample rate. Monster, we had 119, Junk Shop at 81, and Classroom at 61. Cinebench at a 1054, and Steel Nomad had a 6812. I figured you're gonna ask that.
Let's talk about Fortnite and Rivals, man.
Oh, did you hear about the new season?
Jared, come on. You're distracted.
Okay, sorry. So in Rivals at 1440p, we had an FPS average of 116, a max CPU temp of 71 degrees. We had an average temp of 56, and on the GPU side, we had a max temp of 69 with an average of 50.
What about Fortnite, Jared?
Okay, fine. I'll get to the Fortnite part. On 1440p, we had an average FPS of 281.
What?
Yes, absolutely insane. But the max temp on the CPU only hit 66 degrees Celsius. The average temp was 59. The max GPU temp was only 45, and the average GPU temp being at 42.
Wow, I wonder what they're like under max load, Jared.
Under max load, we had 89 degrees Celsius on the CPU and 61 on the GPU.
Very nice. Jared, please go away from me and go find a case fan.
Okay, bye.
Nice, awesome. Great job, Jared. All right, overall, I'm pretty impressed with this case for being able to cool this configuration as well as it did. And as always, all of our builds are in the description as well as a parts list if you end up wanting to build it yourself. But I need to know from you, what's the hardest part of PC building? For me, it's figuring out what to do with all that trash afterwards.
I got your case fan.
Thank you, Jared.
You're welcome.
Say goodbye, Jared.
Goodbye, Jared.
Goodbye, Jared.